Uh, okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Jorge. Today, I'm gonna talk about methods to improve the way to study. First of all, I want you to introduce yourself. Uh, what's your name? How old are you? What do you study? And do you have an special method to study that you wanted to share with all of us? Who want to start, please? No one? Guys,
Mm, well, can I start?
okay.
Well, my name is Feliander Barrera. I am 20 years old. I am an architecture student at the USB, as you, Jorge. Well,
Mhm.
I have some methods to study. I
Okay.
have to confess that lately I have not been using these methods, but uh, I like to schedule all my exams, my
Just ask.
designations.
Okay.
Yes, and so I have a list of the a lot of things to do. But when I have my test in the university and have an organization to do.
Nice. And where do you write them down? Do you have a notebook? You do, or just write them down in your cell phone?
Well, I remember that when I was in the secondary, I used a paper on my bathroom. Uh, so I put uh, all my assignations. But right now, with the technology, I use my phone. I use Google Calendar to schedule all my exams and meetings and that kind of things.
Nice. That's great, Eliander. So, who wants to be the next one? Someone? Alejandra, Gerardo, Jan, please name.
Okay, I will be the next one
Uh-huh.
or not? Okay, mm, perfect. Hi everyone, I am Alejandra Zambrano. I am 18 years old, but soon, really this month, I will turn up to 19. I am a study at USB too, like
Mhm.
Feliander.
Like,
Um, I think that my unique method to study is use, I don't know, I can't remember how to say pizarra. I think is chalk, or this is
No,
the
uh,
more,
board,
more.
board.
word, really. Okay, I use to list of things to do, and I like to write all the things that I need to do, and then when I finish this activity, I will tacharla. I don't know how to say this.
What do? You surprise the activity. You remove the thing from your notebook when you finish your activity.
I can hear you very well.
Okay. Well, you was telling me that when you finish the activity, what do you do when you finish the activity that you made? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Uh-huh. Everyone can hear me. Guys,
What's up?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can hear you too.
Alejandra, can you hear me? Can you hear us?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I heard that you was telling us that you used to write something like Feliander. You write your activities, you plan your activities, and when you finish that those activities, you what did you do with your notebook? I didn't hear what you said at the end of your inter of your speaking.
Okay. When I finish my activities that are in the list, I cross out this. I love it. Really, really love this because
Okay. Nice.
I felt that it's finished. I don't know.
Ah,
I feel without stress.
okay, that makes you happy. Look at that cross top. Okay, nice. Uh, well, you told us that you study at the USB. What do you study at the USB?
Okay, I'm a study production engineer.
Nice. This is your
Yes,
first
I am.
trimester?
What?
Is this your first trimester?
No, this is my second trimester.
Nice.
I'm Corte 18.
Okay.
I'm newbie too. Well, so.
Wow. Nice. Okay. Who wants to continue?
I can
Me.
continue.
Okay, I'm the last one.
Okay.
Let's go listening.
Me? Okay. Hi, my name is Liz Naida. I'm 19 years old. I'm studying administration at UNC, Universidad Marítima del Caribe.
Okay.
I don't have a method to study, and exactly one I don't have, so
Okay. You only study when you have the test, and that's all.
yeah,
Well,
something like that.
well, that's a method. That's your method.
Well,
Nice.
okay, it's okay. But I don't have an exactly one like Alejandra or Feliander that they use the notebook. I don't have that. I don't use that. Sorry.
Okay. Nice. So, who wants to continue? Jan, Gerardo?
Me.
Okay. Tell us.
Boy. Hi, I am Jan Bautista. I study mechanical engineering at USB. I am 22 years old. In my case, I study engineering. I use guys as another student, and I made 2, 3 exercise, but understand good that exercise. So in another task, I use a note, a small book where I take notes about activity in every day.
Okay.
Okay.
What happened?
What
Me?
that sound? You are bowling the microphone. What are you doing with the microphone, Jan Bautista?
I don't hear you.
Hi.
Okay. Can you turn off your Microsoft, Jan? Your
Yes,
microphone.
yes,
Please turn it off.
yes.
Okay. The problem I think is you. Or no? I think Okay. Can you hear me? Everyone?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. I don't know what that strange sound that I hear in here. Well, don't worry. Well, let's continue with Gerardo.
Yes. Hi, my name is Gerardo Capote. I study mechanical engineering at UNESCO. My method of study is to repeat things several times until I can learn it. But some people study listen to the music or group algorithm. I
Okay,
study
okay.
mechanical engineering. I really like to read about thermodynamics. That is
Mhm.
my strength. Would you say preparador?
Ah, okay. I don't know,
Uh,
but okay that you are like a
I
teacher.
have
Okay.
preparador.
Nice. Do you love uh, thermodynamics?
Yes, I like.
Nice, nice, nice. Well, Feliande, can you turn off your microphone, please?
Yeah, sorry.
No worries. Well, I think that Feliande have a problem with his microphone. Well, don't worry. Well, I'm Jorge Gonzalez. I'm studying mechanical engineering at the USB also. Well, I have several methods of study. One of them is, well, study really hard, repeat all the exercise that I've made before. Maybe, well, yes, I tend to schedule all the academic activities that I will have in the week, on the week, or maybe during a month or something like that. Well, let's continue. Okay, I tell you before, we are going to watch some videos during this chat. So let's get started with the first one. Can you please click on the start with the first video that I tell you to watch at the beginning of this chat? You have to watch it since minute zero to minute one. Did you understand?
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
I get it.
nice.
Is the Born to Learn?
Since what did you say? Sorry.
Is the video that's called Born to Learn? Is
Uh
that
huh.
one? Okay.
First one. Uh huh. Born to learn.
Ready.
Okay, nice.
Finish.
Okay. So we have in here Feliander, Lisney,
Yes.
the others. Okay, only last 1 minute. Alejandra, Jan, Gerardo, did you finish?
Wait just a second. I have a question. Is the last 1 minute or the first 1 minute? Oh my
The
God.
first one, the first 1 minute.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. What about you, Gerardo? Did you watch the first one or the of the end last minute?
Yes, I finished. Yes, I finished.
Okay. And Jan, Alejandra, I think they are watching all the entire video.
Yeah, I think that too.
Well, never mind, never mind. Let's continue in here, and when they get in here, we are going to talk with them. Uh, well, all of you, Gerardo, Feliander, and Lisney, what did they mention about society and people? Did you understand the video?
At the beginning, yes, I think he is talking about for when we are child and then when we are teenagers. I think so. No.
Yes, yes. Uh-huh. But did you remember, all of you remember the first scene when they were talking about what we do in the society or what the society is waiting for us to do? For example, they were saying something like they want us to they want us to study or develop ourselves. Well, they were, what they really say was, what is the society waiting for us? So,
Oh yes, yes.
yes, did you remember?
Well, I
Okay.
I think I don't exactly understand that, but I think that he mentioned that when we are child, the society wants to, oh, you need to study. That's
Uh-huh.
why I think that's why Born to Learn. The-
Uh-huh.
Since you were a child, you need to study. Since like you're a baby, and then when you're a teenager, that's explain when you get
Exactly.
bored, something like that. Society
Exactly.
demands that.
Mm-hmm. So, as we know, the world is a giant society, isn't it? Yes, it is a giant society. It is composed by, well, by groups of societies. Maybe we could classify them all by countries or continents, or, well, in our case, we are going to classify them in only a society which is called Venezuela. Specifically, our family. It is our near society. But what are your dad expecting for you from you? What is the society expecting from you? For example, I think that in my house, my dad and my parents are waiting for me that, well, they think that I'm going to study really hard. I'm going to finish with my career, and then I'm going to maybe graduate from university and start to work in a really big company or something like that. What are your dad's waiting for you, Gerardo or Feliander, guys?
I can answer
Okay.
this question.
Ah,
For me
well,
or
let
listening?
let Alejandra tell us.
Ah, okay.
Thanks.
Okay, well, I think that my parents expect of me, like you, Jorge, that I will enjoy. First, I think that I will enjoy my life besides the study and work hard
Mm,
to get my as a success.
okay.
Um, but I think that my parents expect that I have more than work for a big company. I have my own company.
Wow, I love your idea. Your That's idea. Well, that's
Yes, I love
uh,
them too.
okay, okay. That's another thing that we are not going to talk in here, but that's really important. I think everyone has to hear what has said Alejandra. You have made your own company. That's only what I'm going to say because it is another kind of chat. Okay, Gerardo, what do you think is the society waiting for you, or in this case, your nearest society, which is your family?
I don't not really care what my society expect of me. What I care what my parents say
Okay.
about me.
Okay.
And they want an educated a person with a future.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Just as me. And what about you, Feliander? What do your dads or your parents expect from you?
Well, I think from the beginning, when we are studying at school, in primary or in high school, uh, our parents wants that we get good grades and we uh, play a sport as football or soccer or baseball. Yes, soccer. Oh my God.
Never mind.
And
Maybe you can play football also
yeah, yeah.
one day.
Huh?
Continue.
Okay. So it is interesting because right now I am the oldest brother of four brothers in my case, and right now I am teaching to my little brother to read, teaching to read,
Oh,
and I am the society in this case. So I want that he read and he get good grades and he study and go to the university later, as Alejandra said, get a good job or his own company. So that's a little bit about the message of the video,
mm,
the
excellent
expectations of the
society.
uh, society from we are a little child, I think.
Okay, thanks. And what about you, Jan? Are you there? Jan?
Okay,
Uh-huh.
okay, okay. Can you
Did you
hear me?
understand? Did you understand the question?
Yes, yes. In my case, my parents pay of me
Uh-huh.
the first. I get my Tattoo University of Mechanical Engineering, and then can be two options. First,
Uh-huh.
to get a good job or to become a businessman.
Okay. Okay. Well,
The
nice.
second option, the
Uh-huh.
second option is for my entrepreneurship or whatever business that I can make
Better.
a good idea in the future.
Okay. Nice. So let's continue. In here we have a word. That's a word that we tend to watch every day. But what is the meaning of this word? Well, it is a verb. We know that study is a verb. It is something that make when it's something that make when you have to take a test, that you have to make when you have a test. We used to make it before the exam. Someone said, I'm not going to say the name. Um, we used to make it during the exam, or sometimes people don't make it, they don't study, in other words. In my words, I study is that action that we used to make when we want to learn or understand something deeply, when we really want to know about a specific topic. Okay, did you understand?
Yes, I
Yeah,
study.
yes.
Okay. Well, are you? Well, let's continue. In here we have the next video. It is the first video that you have watched before, but we are going now to watch the video since minute 2 until the end.
Okay.
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 Can you repeat the time?
What did you say? Sorry.
Can you repeat the time of the video? Two
It
minutes?
is on the slide. It is on the slide, Feliander. That said 2 min to end.
When?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Minute 2. Okay. Go ahead. What's up, Gerardo? Did you finish?
Yeah.
Nice.
Me too.
Nice. Let's continue because we have a little bit of time. Okay. Uh, can you answer the following question, please? Someone of you. What did they mention about play? Did you hear so? Did you hear something about play? Play.
In the video,
Uh-huh.
in the video, where they show the evolution of the person.
Uh-huh.
As from small, we are observing and I carry knowledge
Uh-huh. No
of
layers. Uh-huh.
our knowledge of the parent and the of the person.
Okay.
Uh, Reaching the age where we become adult, and we are rebellion.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. When we are maybe
But
kids, remember that we are children or we are kids and then we become teenagers and then
teenager,
adults. Uh-huh.
rebellion, but we passed the stage and we became an adult and professional with a race.
Exactly. Okay, well, at the beginning of this video, the minute two of this video, they said something. They mentioned something about playing, and they also mentioned something about what did about teenagers also. So what they say at the beginning of this video is that playing is one of the best ways to learn things. When someone
Yeah,
enjoys, huh?
yeah. Can I say something?
Yeah, of course. Tell
Well,
us.
some people said, or that you said before, that a good way to learn is playing. Well, for babies is one method because babies when they are young, they learn playing. I don't know, puzzles, or
Puzzles.
with that kind of game they learn. So
Uh-huh.
I think that no.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's my opinion. But when we are teenagers, we I don't know if we learn playing.
Okay.
I think that is for the beginning when we are kids, babies.
Okay. Do you think that we can learn playing when we are
Well, I
teenagers?
don't know. It depend. That depends.
Uh-huh. It depends
Well,
on the person.
maybe if we can learn playing at the computer video games, like
Uh-huh.
find things and find objects. Sorry, we can put our mind in working. I don't know if I can say that.
In what? What did you say? Sorry.
We can put our mind like work is working until we are doing that games. I don't know if that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Oh,
that's my opinion.
no. Well, I think that's a good opinion. Okay, but what I want to tell you is that you have to enjoy every moment. Well, maybe we can learn, or maybe we could learn something new meanwhile we are playing. But because when someone enjoys doing any activity, for example, in my case, I think it is the same for you. They focus 100% in each detail. And in addition, I think it is common that people tend to spend much time doing an activity that they love than other that they hate. I don't know if that's happened, if that has happened to you, but it has happened to me. Okay, and also in this video we also could watch a scene where it's explaining how a brain grows up. I don't know if you remember that, when the teenager have like a fight in her head, in his brain. Sorry. Well, I think they want us to pay so much attention to the teenager brain. It is seen as a mixture. It appears that there is a fight among a lot of thinkings in our brain when we are teenagers. But at the end, they explain that it is important because by this time we become adults, as Gerardo said, and we are capable to take the decision that we have to take, and we can solve all the problems. Do you understand, guys?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
I get it.
Okay.
yes, yes, I
Now,
understand.
Yeah.
well, let's continue with the next. Okay. I want you, one of you, to read this slide, please.
Can I?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Students often believe that studying is simply revisiting material before wait
Uh-huh.
revisiting material before an important test or exam. But successful study is so much more than that.
Mhm.
Study is the time you spend going over material you have learned in class on your own. Ideally, you should allow time for studying every week rather than waiting until just before test. That big test.
Exactly. Well, Feliander or someone else, in your opinion, do you think that it is a really good way to study, or do you think that's false? That you have to study only when the exam is near?
Well, I think that this paragraph explain about that study is not it's not a short process. Like the for example that you just open your book when you have a test. So the learning process is a slow and uh, big process
Mhm.
that include uh, playing, speaking with people,
Exactly.
reading uh,
Yes,
about
study.
if you love that topic. So it's a lot of things, factors uh, that
Mhm.
that
That you have to take in mind
exact
before you are going to
exact
study. Okay.
exact.
Well, although we know that studying includes reading about subjects, just as Feliander has said, taking notes, making outlines, and creating, for example, maybe flashcards. Well, here are some study tips to make your study time more successful and productive. Mm. What is the point of studying at all if you waste your time and don't learn what you need to know? So, in here we can see that I'm going to give you 8 tips that I found through the internet. The first one is called work out your learning in this case styles. So I don't know if you have heard maybe in one of the talleres that we have had in the ABA, but there exists about I'm not sure, five or four kind of or learning styles. Have
Yes.
you ever heard about that? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. There is.
I
Uh-huh.
think where you learning is really important because one alive by in concession, one is working for that. When
Mm,
one read a book or
uh-huh.
when he only listen to the conversation, we are working for learning.
Exactly. I don't know if you have a friend maybe when they get to to the classroom and they only watch they only see
yes.
the class, and at the end they know what to do during the exam. It appears that they have already studied during the class.
Hmm.
Maybe they are. Huh?
Yes, that's one way.
Exactly. And maybe there are others that copy or write some notes, many notes in his own or her notebooks, and they use many colors and they make it beautiful because when they get home, they are going to study and they will have all the information that they need in their notebook. Well, there are a lot of learners that exists in the world, in the societies, and I'm going to list those kind of learnings in the following slides. But next, well, that's the first step. We have to choose what is your learning style. The next step is this one. It is called Find a Productive Place to Study. Who wants to read, please? Maybe Alejandra or Jan.
Yes, I want to read.
Okay.
Okay. Second, find a productive place to study. You need to find somewhere to study where you won't be interrupted. This depends to some extent on your learning style. For instance, music may enhance, I don't know how to pronounce this word,
Uh-huh. Enhance.
okay, enhance focused study for auditory learners, yet it may distract from it for others. These same auditory learners may easily be distracted by a television in the background, while others may simply tune out to it.
Exactly. So, do any of you have an special place that you used to use that are used to use using when you are going to study?
No,
Me, my place of the study is my room.
Your room
See, I like study alone
alone. Ah, okay.
because I learn faster.
Ah, your
Um,
room. Okay.
um, in my room, I have a board. I write down thing on the board.
Mm, nice.
So I wake up every morning. I see the right and memorize.
Ah, okay, okay. That's a good strategy. Okay, nice. So you learn alone. What about the rest of the people in here? Do you have a special place to study? Maybe your bathroom, at the
But
kitchen. I don't know. Maybe. What about you, Jan?
In my case, like Foliander, I prefer the studies alone in a place where there is music or whatever noise.
You can learn with music.
Without music, exactly.
Ah, okay. Okay.
He say without music or with music.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
In my
Without.
case, okay. In my case, I will study in my I will study anywhere really, in my room
Anyway.
or
Okay.
yes. Um, I like study with music,
Nice.
but study like math or physics, something like that. But subjects that are humanistics, I can of course study with music.
Exactly. Maybe like uh,
So,
lengua
can
social.
you study? Can you study in a party?
No, 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 not this
Ah,
level of music.
okay.
Relax music. A low level.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Okay. And what about you, Feliander and Linsney? Where do you study? Where do you prefer to study? Do you study alone or do you prefer to study in groups? Do you study at the U or you prefer to
Well,
study in your house?
it
Uh-huh.
depends. I prefer to study in my room. Depends the materia. I don't remember how to say that in English.
Subject. You could say subject.
Depends of that. In groups, maybe if mathematics because I don't like it, so I need help. So in
Okay.
group it's more easy.
Okay. So it depends on the subject.
Yes.
Nice. And what about you, Feliander?
Well, I think the same. It depends of the subject. For example, I study a subject called architectonic design, and I
Okay.
like to meet with my friends. So we design together different projects. But when I have a doubt about how resolve a part of the building, they help
Uh-huh.
me and I help them to resolve together
Nice.
together. So it's good.
So that's a kind of design subject. You have to design buildings.
Yeah, exactly. With
Mm,
models, with blueprints.
okay. That's great. Let's continue. The third step, plan study time. Can any of you read it, please? Okay, I'm going to read it, but you have to answer the questions. Third step, third tip, sorry, plan study time. This is particularly important in the lead up to an exam or major test, but it is still beneficial for your general study. If you can create a set studying timetable and put it into your calendar, you are giving yourself a commitment to keep. It also helps you to ensure your study is organized and that you split your time between subjects as necessary. So, I have one question. How do you manage your time? Well, I've heard that some of you write some of your exams in your, what did you mention? Did you have in your cell phone or maybe in a calendar? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that I've already asking you this question. So let's continue with the next one. This is the four tips. So eliminate any distraction. Okay, who wants to read it?
I can read.
Okay, go ahead then.
I can read.
Go ahead.
Eliminated any distraction. Studying can be terrifying sometimes. It's extremely easy for your mind to wander. Therefore, you need to help yourself as much as you can by removing as many distractions as possible. What
Ex-
which distracts you most?
exactly. Well, I think only one person in here said that could study while is hearing music, playing music. It was Alejandra.
Yes.
But what what are the things which distracts you most? For example, Gerardo, maybe people who is talking next to you, or music that is playing near you, or maybe television. You could accept hearing music while you're studying, or you can accept it. What is the most thing that distracts you, Gerardo, while you are studying?
I think the music. The music is a great distractor to me.
Okay, you can hear reggaeton while you are studying. Nah. Okay. Okay. What about you, listening?
For me, the phone, because
Home.
I don't have TV, so the phone is distract me a lot.
Exactly.
I have the phone and I put it away because sometimes I lose a lot of time in the phone.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Let me see.
George,
Uh-huh.
what is the meaning to wander?
Wonder. Worried about something.
Ah, okay.
Worry. You know the meaning of that word?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So yes, I think one of the most yes, maybe it could be really difficult to study while someone is watching TV, or while someone is hearing some music near you. But I think one of the most distractors, if I could say that, is the cell phone, because you have Twitter, you have WhatsApp, you have all the social media that make you distract for what are you doing in that moment. And I think it is impossible to study really well on in an efficient way when you have your cell phone near yourself. Yeah, near. Or- Okay, so let's continue. In here we have the 5 steps. Who wants to read it? Have a balanced life.
I can read.
Okay, read it.
Uh, Leander, can you turn off your microphone?
Can I
Turn
turn
your
off?
microphone off, please, Feliander.
Can, but the sound is not mine because my background is completely alone. I don't understand why.
Mm.
It's
Okay,
the problem is mine the problem?
I'm not sure.
Yes, yes, yes. All we have exact is a pair. 5. Has a balanced life. Some studies spend all the time studying, particularly coming up to exam time. Unfortunately, it's not uncommon for students to crash and burn when they do this. When it's come to studying, quality is far more important than quantity. Long study makes room for counterproductivity. Your mind wanders, you feel sleepy, you become bored, and you are easily distracted.
Exactly. So, in my case, I tend to make nothing at home, and my parents get when, for example, when I have an exam, when I want to pass the exam, or when I have a really difficult exam, and I haven't studied so much, or maybe I don't understand so well the subject. Well, in my case, I tend to make nothing at home, and that makes my dads get crazy. Why they usually tell me, why haven't you cleaned your room? Why didn't you draw the trash can? And I usually think that I'm right, but that they are wrong, because I have to study a lot. But it is far better to spread your study over a prolonged period of time, while at the same time continuing all of the other activity of a normal life. For example, you have to try to organize your life, and if that happens to you also, and you have to establish a schedule where you can and establish when you can make your study, when you can study, and when you can make all the activities that you have to make at home, or maybe if you have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, when in your schedule you can stay with them, or meet them, meet him, meet her, or something like that. And besides, it is unlikely to retain information if you study hard during short period of time. I don't know if it has happened to you that you study a lot of about a subject, and you get crazy. You have a headache, or you don't want to study anything else because you aren't going to learn anything else. For that reason, I think that it is a good advice to tell you that you have to study short period of times, but in a really uh, hard way. So focus on only the subject, only the study for a really short time. Did you understand this important tip?
Yes, I get that advice.
Yes, it's very important.
Okay. So in here we have another ones. I'm going to read it because I want you to hear the next thing that I want to tell. So in here, work out the priority for your assignments. In here, basically, I'm going to tell you that you have to classify all the activity that you are going to do. For example, maybe if you have a really hard exam, or maybe if you had a really hard activity that you don't know, or maybe you didn't understand really well at the school, at the class, maybe you can start to try to make it at the beginning, so you can waste all your valuable time when you are fresh, when you are really awake, and finish that really hard task, and at the end you can make all the easy ones. Do you understand? That's a kind of tip that I found on the internet, guys.
Yes, yes, that's true.
Okay. So, and reward yourself. I want you to one of you read this slide because I think it is really important.
Me, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Uh, Reward yourself. When you complete a successful study session, make certain that you reward yourself with fun activities. Think of the reward as an incentive to get through and do the necessary studying.
Okay, Do any of you prepare yourself when you finish an activity, when you get a good score in an exam or a test?
Yes, of course.
Nice. That's what I wanted to hear. What do you buy or what do you give to yourself, Gerardo, when you get a good score at the youth?
I celebrate. I approve in the exam. I celebrate with my study group. I
Uh-huh.
drink in a party. I don't know.
Ah, nice. You go
Drug,
to a, you go to a party and drink.
Cuba Libre.
Cuba Libre.
wrong.
Ah, ah, okay, okay. Ah, that's your case, yeah. You used to you used to drink.
5 stairs.
Ah,
5 stairs.
five.
Do you
Ah,
know
okay.
that name?
Yeah, yeah. But in Spanish, it is a name. You can say
Cinco
it in
estrellas.
Spanish because it is a name. Cinco estrellas.
No,
Oh
in
my
my
God,
case, I
poverty,
What did you say, Feliander?
poverty.
Ah, okay, okay.
we are, we are
Well,
students, brother.
okay. We are from
Okay.
about, we have to say something like chocolate. Maybe in the case of Alejandra and Lisney, they used to reward yourself with themselves with chocolate, some cakes or something like that. Isn't it true? Is that true?
Sometimes I think that I will reward myself and go
With what?
to
with-
shopping, to a mall, to the cinema, something like that.
Ah, well, did you hear?
Or
With food.
I will go to a party. I don't be trouble with that.
Ah,
I like that idea.
and what did you want to say, Lisney?
Yes, with food or maybe drink too.
Ah, drink too. Okay. Well, remember that this is a chat from our. So
Sorry for
let,
that.
let's continue because I think they don't want you to hear that you want to drink as a reward.
And she spent all his scholarship in drinking.
Exactly, exactly. Okay. In here we have several notes, a tip that we have to make when we are taking notes during a class. Well, I think we can forget this. I'm going to send you by email, and you can apply them when you are in your class. But let's continue. Okay, in here, that's what I want you to see. In here we have several words. That is the meaning of the several type of learning. These are the basically the learning styles that exist in the world. I think so. So we have visual, oral, physical, verbal, and logic. And well, social and solitary. As you said before, some of you prefer to study alone, and some of you prefer to study in group. So let's watch the video, the first video that you have watched, that you have already watched, but let's watch it from the minute 1 to minute 2. Did you understand?
Born to learn.
I have born to learn again, but since minute 1 to minute 2.
Okay.
I got it.
Whoa, the last sentence is quite interesting.
Okay, can you repeat it? Can you repeat the sentence? Because
About the if a baby doesn't hear or his parents in the
uh-huh.
first 8 years, he will never he will never learn to speak.
Well, that's true.
It is quite interesting.
Mm-hmm. I think that this video is really have many things that you have that we have to identify.
Yeah.
So, guys, did you finish? It was only 1 minute.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Uh, okay. As I told you before, we have in our brain is composed by many things. I don't know what is all the things that our brain has because it is really big and I'm not medicine study.
Study.
Aha. I'm not studying medicine. Okay. So let's talk about this. Research show us that each learning style uses different part of the brain. By involving more of the brain during learning, we remember more of what we learn. Researchers using brain imaging technology have been able to find out the key areas of the brain responsible for each learning style. So in here, there are some of the it is classified by the what's that sound? I think it's my microphone. Let me. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, scientific have classified our brain in five five points. Maybe I could say that. For example, in yellow we can find motor plants for handwriting. In green we can find motor plants from for vocalizations, and in blue we can find auditory representation of phonemes. In pink, lower level visual areas, and in red, visual representations of letters. So let's continue and let's learn which are the different type of learners. In here, there is a video that I want you to watch, but we don't have enough time. And now we are going to continue. I'm going to explain that in the next slide. So your learning styles have more influence than you might realize. Your preferred styles guide the way you learn. They also change the way you internally represent experiences, the way you recall information, and even the words you choose. So, as I told you before, there is a different ways to learn. Maybe visually, maybe you learn when you hear something, or maybe you learn touching something. Okay, so in here, I'm going to explain you which are the in which are the learner style that I have mentioned. For example, have you ever heard about visual learner?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Only people that learn by seeing things. Only with that.
Exactly. Only that if you watch something, you are able to learn it really quickly. Maybe you can watch something on the board during the class and you learn it easily. Okay. And what about oral? Have you ever heard about oral learner?
And what is that?
Aura.
Uh-huh.
Aura.
Well,
What is?
Yes.
oral is that kind of people who learn when they hear something. Yes, did you get it?
No.
Yes.
No,
I
I
get it. I
I
didn't
didn't.
know that.
Ah, you can hear me.
Yes, I didn't know that.
Aha. Can you hear me? No, I have a problem with my microwave, I think.
Yes, I hear you, but there are some kind of noise in the
Yes,
back.
the microphone.
Ah, okay. That happens.
Wait a minute. Uh-huh. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
But perfectly or it is okay?
I can hear you.
You can hear me.
Yeah.
Yes. Correctly.
Okay. So oral, oral, Aural, oral. It is those kind of people who learn when they hear something. Eh, Feliander, can you please turn off or mute your microphone? Thanks. Okay.
My microphone.
What did you say? Sorry.
My, my microphone was turning off.
Okay. Okay. So, oral is that kind of learners. So, those one who learn when they hear something. Okay. There are another other one which are physical learners that they learn through movements. There are other ones who learn in a group or learn alone. So let's continue. Okay. By recognizing and understanding your own learning styles, you can use techniques better suited to you. This improves the speed and quality of your learnings. So, I wait. Wait a minute. Okay. In your case, what kind of learners are you? Oral, visual, maybe exactly which of them? These are the most common. Oral or visual?
In my case, visual.
And my case visual.
In my
Visual,
Yes.
Yes.
visual.
Visual too.
visual. Okay,
Visual.
it is the most common. And what about social and solitary?
Solitary.
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 Social.
Okay,
Yes. That.
okay. Here we have people who love learn alone and they prefer to study in a visual way. So it is important to identify it because you can use it to improve your way to study. If you know What is the best way to study? It will be easy to study everything. So you learn that is your learning style. Now let's continue with these questions. So these are questions that I found on a YouTube channel and a video which is called like this: "Make Your Mind Up." And up we have the link, but we don't have enough time. So let's talk about this one. Well, not. I want you to watch this video. Click on the next video, the last one, please, that I sent you before.
All time.
All the video.
No, only watch the video when the girl decides to start to make a test. I think it's about minute two or something like that.
Okay.
And please answer all the questions that you have in there. Did you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
George.
Done.
Uh-huh.
It's ready. I am a kinesthetic boy.
Yes. Okay, I didn't explain you that, but did you understand a kinesthetic learner is someone who learns through your the hands.
Yeah, doing the thing.
Yeah, but you are an architecture person. Well, you have to be kinesthetic, aren't you? That's true. I think so.
Yeah, I watched the second video about different styles to learn.
Exactly. Nice. So let's wait for the rest of the group. But can you read in here? I want you to read it while we are waiting for the rest. This is slide, Felianda.
Finish.
Finish.
And
Okay.
I'm a visual learner.
You are a what?
Visual learner.
Ah, nice.
And
Okay.
sometimes kinesthetic, but
Ah, okay. You are a mixture. Okay. Feliander has told me that he is a kinesthetic learner. So Feliander,
uh,
can you read this slide, please?
Sure. Tips for kinesthetic learners. The first one is participate in group activities, file trips, build models. Oh no. Create a game and walk around as reading over notes.
Okay. Uh, Nowadays, do you make some of those tips?
Yeah, all the time. Build models. Build models is my career.
Exactly. So nice. Uh, you are a kinesthetic learner, and you have to try to make these tips, but you have already applied them. And what about you, Linnea? You told me that you were a
Learn.
visual learner.
yes,
Okay, can you read this slide, please?
okay. Tips for visual learners. Use color coding in note writing, watch videos, mind maps, and diagrams. Use pictures and sketches. Sit at front of class, minimize visual distraction.
Nice. Do you apply any of these tips when you are in your classes?
Yes, well, color coding, no.
Not,
But
not much.
mind maps, yes, and diagrams too. And the end, sit at front of class, always.
In front of the class. Great.
Yes.
Nice, nice. Okay. What about the rest of the group? Did you finish to watch the video? Did you answer all the question that I asked you to answer?
Yes.
Guys,
Yes.
yeah. What
Yes.
about
I am
you? Are you
visual
visual, kinesthetic, or audio learner?
visual. I am visual learning.
Visual
Visual and
learner.
kinesthetic learner.
Okay. Okay. And what about you, Jan?
In my case, I can two styles, visual and kinesthetic.
Okay, so no one is audio learner. So I'm going to read it. Tip for audio learners: read out aloud, record yourself, group discussions, create songs and rhythms, listen to podcast instructions, and study in a quiet place. Well, let's continue. Different styles and learning techniques. Do you think that there is only one learning style that should be used by everyone. That is the correct way to learn. For example, if I tell you that visual is the best way to learn something, do you consider that that is true? Guys?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay. Okay. You have already know that there exists about five or four kind of learning styles. Do you consider that there is only one which should be learned, that is the best way to learn, that is the best way to learn something? For example, I think it depends on the on each person, as we show off before, as we showed before. I think
Yes,
that,
I,
uh-huh,
sorry. Like that I have the same opinion. Everyone is different. So
uh-huh. Okay, yes. I think everyone is different, as my friend said. And well, there is the best learning style which everyone has. For example, you said that you have a mixture that exists, that is really common, that have a mixture between two or three learning styles. In this case, we could notice that the all of you have a mixture between visual and
mhm,
kinesthetic
yes,
styles. So let's continue. Have you ever seen this guy?
yes.
Yes,
Of
a
course.
lot, a lot.
exactly. That's Julio, profe. Okay. What kind of learning styles do you think he usually use?
Visual.
Visual?
Uh,
Yes, visual.
it's exactly. In this case, when you are studying with this guy, maybe you could learn without hearing him, because in this case, for example, you have a limit and you can't understand all the thing that he's doing without hear what is he talking about.
Of course.
Exactly. So let's continue. In here we have different subjects. Which of them, which style must be used in one of them? For example, when you are going to study math, which style, which learner style do you think you have to use for maths?
Doing exercise, practicing, writing. I think.
Exactly. So it could be visual,
Yes,
audio,
visual.
visual. Okay,
Making notes.
exactly. What about geographic exams? I think it could be visual.
Yes.
Visual. Visual. In
Mm-hmm.
my case,
Exactly. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Or maybe when you want to remember all the capitals and states, you can use also audio style, I think so.
Or images. Use that. Well, that's visual.
Okay, okay, okay. And what about linguistic exams?
Hmm.
I think it's hard.
Can be hearing.
Can be what?
Can be hearing.
Heavy. Sorry,
Uh, hearing is that.
audio, hearing, exactly.
Mhm.
It could
Yes.
be audio or hearing style. Okay, and what about history exam?
Audio.
Audio, exactly. Maybe, I think, in my case, I used to learn about history when someone tell me what happens, and it is like
Mhm.
an audio. audio learn.
Yes, me too.
Exactly. And what about French, English, or German exam?
Audio and visual. It's a
Oh no,
mixture.
Exactly. I think you have to use both of them because remember that as in English, you have to know how to write the things, how to uh,
Pronoun.
exactly how to make a sentence and how to pronounce all the words. And what about a physics exam?
Mm.
I
Visual.
think it's visual also as a master exam. But well, in here we could also add a Celiander and architecture exam, and in this case, we could say that we have to use the kinesthetic kind of
Kinesthetic. Yes.
exactly. Well, guys, it has been the end of the video. I don't know if you have learned many things in here. I expect that yes, but I'm going to finish in here. Let me.
Yes, I learned things that I didn't know. So thank you.